All right, today we're diving into something pretty amazing in the world of wellness, peptide therapy. But we're going to focus on a huge innovation that gets rid of the one thing most people can't stand, needles. Let's get into how this advanced therapy is now easier to access than ever.
So, let me just start by asking you this. Are you curious about all the cutting-edge stuff happening in health and recovery, but the idea of regular injections just makes you cringe? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. It's a really common hurdle that stops people from trying some powerful options.
Well, what if you could get all those awesome benefits in a way that's as simple as using a breath strip? That is exactly what we're talking about today. Meet Peptide Buccal Strips, a super innovative, needle-free solution made to deliver targeted wellness right where you need it.
Okay, so to really understand how these strips work their magic, we first got to get a handle on the main ingredient, peptides. And don't worry, I'm going to break this down so it's super simple.
The easiest way to think about peptides is like they're tiny little text messages for your body. Seriously, they're just short chains of amino acids, the building blocks of proteins that cruise around your system giving your cells specific instructions. An instruction might be something like, hey, time to repair this muscle, or we need to calm down inflammation over here. They are literally your body's own natural communication network.
So how do these little strips stack up against the old school way? Well, traditionally, you'd need a needle, but these buccal strips, which you just place inside your cheek, offer this brilliant workaround. They completely bypass your digestive system, which means you get fast, direct absorption right into your bloodstream, just like an injection, but with zero needles and zero hassle.
So to just wrap that up, the appeal is pretty obvious, right? You get the crazy convenience of a simple dissolving strip. You get that fast absorption you need for these molecules to actually work. It's a safe and effective method that can even be paired with other wellness treatments to kind of boost their effects.
Okay, let's move on to the really fun part, how this technology is actually used. Because this is not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. It's all about targeting very specific wellness goals.
You could honestly think of it like a menu of options. Depending on what your goal is, maybe it's faster injury repair, better performance at the gym, a stronger immune system, or even better skin and hair, there's a specific peptide designed for that exact job.
Let's start with the first one, BPC-157. This one is the go-to for repair. It's all about helping you bounce back from workouts or injuries faster. It's great for muscle and ligament healing and even helps with gut health, making it a seriously powerful tool for recovery.
Now, if your focus is more on fitness and performance, then you'd probably look at something like CJC-12095. This peptide is all about optimizing your body's engine. It helps your body metabolize fat, it preserves lean muscle, and it even helps you sleep better, which, as you know, is absolutely critical for recovery.
And for beauty and regeneration, there's GHK-CU. It works from the inside out, stimulating collagen and helping with hair growth. The key with this one is a little patience. You can expect to start seeing those visible changes in about 6 weeks.
So with all these options, how do you figure out where to even start? It's a pretty simple 3-step process. First, just figure out what your main goal is. Second, match that goal to one of these peptides. And third, and this is the most important step, talk to an expert to make sure it's the absolute right fit for you.
All right, let's get into some of the most common, practical questions you probably have right now.
So what's the routine actually look like?
For most of these, the standard way to do it is a cycle. You'll take them for 5 days, then take 2 days off, and you'll keep that up for about 8 to 12 weeks. Some of them, though, are a bit different, and you just take them as needed.
And the big one, how long until you actually notice a difference?
It really varies. Some of the benefits, like maybe having a bit more energy or feeling less sore after a workout, can show up within just a few days. But for those bigger changes, like in your skin tone or athletic performance, you're going to need a few weeks of consistent use.
Okay, and what about safety? This is obviously super important.
The good news is that for most people, peptides are really well tolerated. But, and this is a big but, they aren't recommended if you're pregnant, nursing, or have certain health issues. The bottom line is always the same. Talk to your healthcare provider before starting anything new.
And what about for all you competitive athletes out there?
This is a huge one. Because they can enhance performance, some peptides are actually on the banned substance list for a lot of sports. So the responsibility is 100% on the athlete to check with their sports governing body and make sure they're staying compliant.
So, we've walked through 5 major categories of peptides today: repair, performance, immunity, beauty, and wellness. Each one gives you a really targeted approach to a specific goal, and it's all delivered in this new, incredibly easy way.
So what's the really crucial point here? What we're seeing is the next step in personalized wellness. It's getting more accessible, it's way less invasive, and it's more tailored to what you as an individual actually want to achieve. This kind of tech removes a huge barrier, and that opens up these advanced therapies to so many more people.
And that leaves us with one last thing to think about. As technology keeps making these advanced health strategies simpler and more convenient, is this needle-free approach the future of how we're all going to chase our personal health goals? It's a fascinating question and definitely one we'll be watching. Thanks for tuning in.